Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video. We have a very special video today here. I'm very excited to record this one. You guys may or may not have noticed, but we just hit 100 subscribers. Our first big milestone has just been hit. So thank you guys so much. It's crazy to think that I've gotten so far with this. I never expected to get as far as 100 subscribers. So thank you to each and every one of you that subbed to me. It means so much. I just can't tell you guys enough how much it means to me that I'm able to do this and share this game with you guys and talk about it. It's awesome. So thank you guys for 100 subscribers. You guys are awesome. So I wanted to do a very special video for the 100 sub special. I couldn't just play more Pitter. No, I need to do something more grand. So in this video, I'm going to be doing a tier list. I'm going to be ranking the characters in Pitter Patter Pop. Again, or I shouldn't say again, but this is my opinion. So don't get too in a fuss if I disagree with something you might think is right and I disagree with. It's just this is my opinion. And keep in mind, I don't have some of these characters, so I can't speak fully from experience. And then at the end of the video, I'm going to have just a little discussion part because there's some stuff I want to talk about you guys with my channel. So if you aren't interested in watching the entire tier list making, please skip towards the end of the video. I'll put the time code in the description because there is something I think most of my viewers need to watch at the end. So without further ado, let's get right into this. So first we're going to be coming up with the Abakios here. Now this is tricky because I think Abakio is actually really good under certain circumstances. Like in this scorer tech right now, this guy's amazing. Like I ran voice forward on Abakio and I think I'm 19th in the world right now. Like he's super good. He's really good, guys. But overall, he's not normally used in score attacks due to just there being better people. He's only used when the top half of the board is being messed with, because then he can make easy 6x6s. But I'd put him in a high B, I'd say. I think he's really good, but he's not always meta. Voiced Abakio, still good, but he's never used in a score attack. But he's good in some stages. I'm gonna give him a C. Just because I think he's still he's not bad. Now the SRs and BRs, I'm actually not going to be ranking them. So can I add a new tier? There we go. So I'm not going to be ranking every single character because that would just take too long. I'm sorry about that, guys. I know you're very disappointed that I'm not ranking the SRs and BRs. So as we come to them, I'm just gonna toss them up there where I see fit because I don't want to go through each and every one of these guys. So non-voiced Avdol. This guy, he's something. He's pretty bad. I've got to admit, I really don't like this guy. I'm gonna put him in D tier. For reference, let me go ahead and kind of give my opinion on what each tier is. S tier, we all know who's gonna be an S tier, but you slap, you're amazing. Or this is SS, my bad. S tier, you're very good. You're one of the go-to characters in the game. A tier, you're above the rest. You're pretty good. B is you're just a little above average. You get some usage here and there. C is average. D is below average. E is really far below average, and then F is you shouldn't be used at all. So Oingo, or this is Boingo. Don't get mad at me, but guys, I'm sorry. This is really hard to say because he works sometimes. He works pretty well. I'd honestly say he's a C. He's probably low C, honestly, because he's not used in score attack ever. But being able to move his comics around and explode him is actually really good. Bruno, I honestly, I think Bruno belongs in F tier. I think non-voiced Bruno is super bad. I think he's kind of just disgusting with how bad he is. And I used to use this guy a ton. When I first started the game, he was one of the few GRs I had. I ran him a ton, and I deeply regret it. Voiced Bruno, I'd say C. He works well with Gold Experience Requiem, but he's not used over Voiceold Joseph, because Voiceold Joseph is a way better partner now. So Caesar. Caesar is actually a pretty good replacer for being a like a pretty like old character. Like if I'm not wrong, I think he was a launch character. So honestly, I'd say C maybe. I think Voice Bruno belongs in B actually. I'm gonna move him up to B. I think Caesar's a. I don't know. I don't use Caesar a lot, but I'm gonna say C. He has RNG, which is pretty bad. Voice Caesar. I actually don't know what Voice Caesar does, but not to fear, boys. I have the PPP unit encyclopedia up on my second tab here. So let me go down to Voice Caesar so I know what he does. Okay. Okay, so he's just a slightly better version of normal Caesar. He replaces random panels with enhanced bubble panels. I'm gonna put him right above his non-voiced counterpart because he's slightly better. I'm gonna try to scale these guys with how good I think they are. I've seen tier lists where people just like put them in a tier and they're not in specific order. I'm gonna try to put these guys in a specific order, but it might get a little difficult. So next we're going to have Chocolata. I don't think Chocolata's that bad. I think he's definitely, I think I've set up this tier list a little wonky. I'm gonna actually, I think this is how I'm gonna go. Maybe. That. This is gonna be, no. I'm gonna keep Voice Tabacchio here. I don't think he should be there, but I'm gonna keep him there. So, wait, Darby. Wait, can I actually shift them around? Oh, I didn't know that. That's kind of weird that you can move them around in the order. Chocolata. He's a pretty good eraser. He erases quite a bit, and he'll put some enhanced block tiles. So if you have like a Mista, or if you have Jorno and Mista WGR, they probably work pretty well together. So I'll put him right there. He's probably better than, actually no, I think he's worse than Oingo. Boingo, I always get those guys mixed up. This guy was first, so. This guy, I think he's F. I think he's really bad. He's just, his gimmick is kind of trash. Diavolo. Now we're starting to get with the big boys. This guy's a nice A tier. Or actually, Diavolo's top tier. Come on, let's be honest, boys. Normal GR I have a couple hot takes about this guy. I don't know why I said normal GR. Non-voiced part 3 Dio. I actually think he's pretty good. For being the only non-limited time stopper, he's not that bad, in my opinion. I think he's pretty solid. I'll give him a top of C tier. Because I think he's not as good as these guys, probably. But he's actually, I think he's pretty solid. Hi, Dio. He's an A tier. I don't need to explain. He's really good. Dio Brando. A pretty decent starter replacer. I'm going to put him in D. Just because he's not consistent. And he's still not too crazy. Fugo. Fugo's low A. I'd put him like around here in A. But obviously I have to put him there. But he's not bad. He's pretty good. Yuya. Yuya is another character who I'm not too sure. I don't see him used at all, and I've barely ever used him myself because mine's only like skill level 2. But I don't think he's that good. I think he's pretty bad. I'm just gonna put him here, just because I'm not entirely sure what he does. I think I'm actually gonna move Bruno up to E tier. I don't think Bruno's crazy F tier. Gyacho, this guy's actually F. This guy's really bad. He's super bad. Jorno's actually not too bad. He works well with characters like Diablo. He actually has some decent synergy with. So I'll give him a C tier. He's usable. Frog Jorno. I mean, he's I'll put him here. I mean, he's not as good as normal Giorno, but he's like not useless. Voice Giorno, that's an easy A tier. I think he's over. Yeah, I think he's maybe better than Hideo. No, we're gonna keep Hideo over Voice Giorno, but he's definitely better than Fugo. Gold Experience Requiem, hot take incoming. I don't think Gold Experience Requiem is actually that good. He's got a really, like, his ability is good and he has super good damage output. Like, if your RNG is lucky with Voiceless Joseph, you can do like 1 million in one turn with his skill. But then he puts those blocked panels. His problem is he doesn't have one partner to do everything for him. He needs a partner who will double his spawn rate and will clear those blocked tiles that he spawns. If he gets a partner that can do that, he'll easily become a way better character. But until then, he's kind of not that great. Let me get rid of some of these guys. Illuso. I'd say he's probably top, like right here in C tier. I don't think Illuso's that bad. He's definitely a worse voice of Akio. So I don't think he's B tier. I think C tier is probably where he belongs. Jonathan. Whoa, why is he so far away from the mouse cursor? There we go. Oops. Jonathan's an easy B tier. He's a really good unit, especially for a starter unit. Sword Jonathan. I'd say he's about maybe. I'll just put him at the end of the C tier. He's decent. He covers 12 tiles and he works really well with Voice of Bakio and Illuso, but he's still not crazy good. Old Joseph. I think I know it. I think he placed enhanced partner panels or enhanced. He either placed enhanced partner panels or enhanced panels of himself. Either way, that's somewhat underwhelming. I'm gonna give him a D tier. Joseph, he's probably C. He's not that bad of a replacer. I'll put him here, but he's not that good either. Voiced young Joseph. This guy's actually really solid. I'm gonna give him an A tier. He doesn't seem much use anymore, but I still think he's actually really good. I think he's actually better than. I think he's better than most of the guys on here, but I'm not gonna put him above Hideo. Normal Josuke, I'm gonna say D tier. I think he's actually, you know what? No, I'm even gonna put him at E tier. Come on, man, go. Jeez, oh my gosh, scuffed. Sorry, boys. So Josuke, jeez, I'm so frazzled now. Josuke, I think he's actually pretty bad. And this guy, I actually started the game. No, I didn't. That's cap. I started the game with Jotaro, not him. Voice Josuke, this guy's an easy A. He's pretty good. Original Part 4 Jotaro. I'd say he's S. He's still really good. Like, if Voice Part 4 Jotaro wasn't a character, he'd still be at the top. It's just the fact that his voice character is so good. Normal Jotaro. It's a D. Actually, I'm gonna switch these two. I'm putting Jotaro in. No, I can't do that. There's no way. Actually, no. Neither of those guys are E tier. I'll put them both in D. Will I? No, I'm not gonna do that. I'll put Jotaro at the top of D tier. And then I think Josuke. Avdol is definitely the worst at all these characters, and probably Yuya. I think that's a little better. Voice Part 3 Jotaro. This guy's still pretty bad. I'm gonna put him there. Among these guys, he's probably. I think he's probably better than. No, he's not even better than Sword Jonathan. He's honestly worse than all these guys on here right now. Alright, Kakyoin. Kakyoin I think is pretty bad, but he works well with OG Risotto, so I can't be crazy upset at him. I'll put him at the top of D tier as well. Should I? No, he'll go in C as well. Voiced Kakyoin's an actual D tier. He's pretty bad. SR Cars? Voice Cars? Easy like high B. That guy's really good. He makes it into score tech a lot. Keicho, get out of here. Kira, E tier, he's super bad. I'm gonna rank Act 1 Koichi just because he's actually such a banger character. Actually, no, he barely places in score attack. I'm not gonna rank him. Act 2, Koichi. I'm gonna say C tier. He works well with Gur, but Gur, you know, we've as I already discussed, isn't that great to begin with. Um, you know, 2 boxes that doesn't complement score attack. Mariah, I'm actually willing to say Mariah's F tier. I think she's genuinely pretty bad. Mista, I think Mista's B tier. He actually makes it in a lot of score attacks lately because there's been a ton of score attacks spamming block tiles, so he's made it in. Miss Trish, I actually don't know what this character does, so I'm gonna pull up real quick the unit encyclopedia and look at what this character does because I don't actually know. From what I know, they're pretty bad though. Erases random panels and deals big damage to enhanced panels. Yeah, that's pretty trash, honestly. It's a slightly buffed Mista, but for some reason, I don't see this person. I don't see them ever use over Mista. Oh, okay, never mind. Yeah, I don't think this is very good because prioritizing block panels is way more important than enhanced. So, but since this character is consistent, I will rank. I'll rank her higher over the characters that aren't very consistent. So I'd say maybe around here. Narancia, he's E, honestly. I think he's pretty bad. Voice Narancia, he's actually pretty solid, though. He's definitely in C tier. I'd honestly say he's over all these guys. He's actually pretty solid. Okuyasu, another really solid character. I'll say C tier, too. Actually, I'm gonna move some characters around. Voice Bruno is not B tier. Voice Caesar probably isn't B tier. I think this looks like a really weird tier list, but we're rolling with it. Part 5 Polnareff, I think he's pretty bad. I'm not gonna give him a very good score. Bag Polnareff, he's really good. That's a B tier character right there. He's pretty huge. Pulpo, I'd say E honestly. He's the fact that he spawns those block tiles is really bad for him. Prosciutto, he's C. He's kind of underwhelming honestly, but now Risotto, I'm gonna say there. Because Risotto honestly never gets used anymore, and he's definitely not better than Abakio in voice cars. By any means, there's no way he's better than these two. Rohan, he's pretty solid, but he never gets used again. So I'd say he's like right above these two guys. So he's B tier. He's pretty alright. Santana, get out, get out. Shigechi. I actually don't have Shigechi, but I know what he does, and it doesn't seem too good. I'd say he's probably another C tier, honestly. But that's just me. Stroheim. This guy's pretty good with Gur, but he's never used other than with Gur or if you're coin farming. I'm gonna say he's definitely not D tier. He's definitely solid. I'll put him in a C and I'll give his voice version a B. I think that's pretty fair, honestly. Get out, get out. Trish, I think Trish is actually F. I think Trish is awful. In this character, I'm pretty sure this character does the exact same thing that the other Soul Swap one does. But let me look at the encyclopedia just to be sure. Here we go. Erases and random panels. The number. What? What is this? This doesn't make any sense. Erases number of random panels. The number of additional panels erases half the total number of obstacles on the board. Oh, that's so weird. So like, if there's... That's really weird. I kind of don't like that. I'm gonna give that an E tier. That's just kind of off in my opinion. Vanilla Ice, he used to be good near like around the start of the game, but he's fallen off. I'd say he's like top of C tier. He's pretty solid. Like he actually is pretty solid. Wamu, get out, get out, get out. William Zappelli, he's an E tier. I think he's pretty bad. Darby the Gambler, I think he's another E tier. He's also quite not good. Sheer Heart Attack Kira. Oh, this guy. He's not good. I'll say that right now. But he's Kira, and honestly, I think that at least earns him a D tier just for being Kira. Echo Zack 3. He's not very good either. I think he's also D tier, honestly. Like he's in no, that's not fair. He's C tier. This guy, another F tier, honestly. Voice Rohan. I don't have this guy, and I never see him used. I'm just gonna arbitrarily give him a C tier, cause I'm pretty sure he like makes enhanced boxes, and I think at one point he was meta. Craftwork, like D tier. Voice Dio Brando. Now this one's hard to say, cause Voice Dio Brando has been somewhat meta recently, a little bit. There was a score attack. I think it was the Stray Cat Kira score attack where this guy actually worked pretty decently, cause his eraser area was like the exact same as not Sheer Heart Attacks, Stray Cat Kira's range, so he could hit all the blocked panels. I'll give him a C. If your character is at least consistent or decent, they're kind of going in the C. Voice Yukako, I don't know what she does, but I think she's kind of gimmicky. Or I know what she does. She erases enhanced panels, and I think if she erases enough, she makes an enhanced box, which is not very good. I'm gonna actually put that in E tier, honestly. I think that's not very good. Voice Pesci, another D tier in my opinion. His ability is not very good. Voice Prosciutto, I actually don't know what he does though. Let me find Prosciutto here, because I don't want to claim I know his skill and I don't. Okay. Erases partner panels. And if there are more if there aren't enough panels on him for the board to erase, he'll replace random panels with his own panels. That's not too bad, but that's not really good either. I'd say D. I'd say that's a D tier. Run Rohan. I have this guy, but I don't have him maxed out, so I actually don't know like how good he is, but he's a pretty okay eraser. I'll put him at C tier, just because I really like Rohan. You're seeing there's a lot of Rohans in C tier. In Duel, easy. I'm gonna rearrange this a little bit. This guy's better than all these guys. This guy's right there. Yeah. I think In Duel's really good. I think he's just a better bag Polnareff. So I'm actually pretty happy with him. Voice Gyacho, another A tier in my opinion. I think he's really good. He's solid. Voice Mista, this guy's like, I think this guy's F honestly. He's super bad. J Guile, actually pretty good. If you watch my video, you know I actually think this guy's pretty alright. I'll give him like mid C tier. I think he's actually pretty decent. Anubis Polnareff, you already know where he's going. He's an easy A tier. He's super good. Tommy Gun Joseph. I'd be lying if I said I knew what his skill was. So let me find this guy real quick so I know what I'm talking about. Erases random panels and then restores the erased panels as enhanced panels. Oh, okay, so he's a budget voice Josuke. That's not that bad. I think that honestly might earn him no, not a B tier, but like a high C. Say he's maybe around here. That's actually pretty solid. Voiced Avdol, you're pretty okay-ish. I'll put him in D. He's Voicel Joseph, he's actually really good. That guy's A tier. Doppio, I don't have the heart to give him F tier, but I think he is actually super bad. I'll give him a D tier, because he does work with, no, I'll put him in C because he works with Diablo. Voice Risotto, you already know where he's going. He's S tier. He's really good. Kosaku Kira. This guy kind of underwhelmed me. I pulled him and I was super happy. but he's actually not as good as I was hoping. I'd say maybe ish a C tier. He's not worse than Doppio. He's totally like halfway through here. Like he's better than these guys. I'd say he's about like right here. Let's see, Voice Malone, really good. He's A tier. He's a super good replacer. Chain Jonathan, actually pretty solid. I'll give him a B tier. I'm not gonna put him above normal Jonathan. No. I'll put him at the end of B tier. But I actually do think he's pretty solid. Voice Formaggio, he's iffy. I'll give him an E tier, honestly. I don't think he's very good. Voice Fugo, actual F. I know he can erase half the board, but I can't endorse this guy just because of his little gimmicky. I actually did a review on him. Like, it was one of my first few videos, I'm pretty sure. And if you've seen that, you know I don't like him very much. Voice Deluso, just pulled this guy on the V-Riz banner. Didn't really like him. I'll give him a D tier as well. Actually, no. I'll give him C. He's an okay replacer. Voice Fordo, you already know what's up. He's super good. Voice Kakyoin. Oh, I didn't grab him. Voice Kakyoin. A tier. He's really good. Poggy. I'm willing to say another A tier. He's also very good. Get out. Okay, we're only left with GRs. The 6 remaining boys. Rock, paper, scissors, Rohan. I'm gonna give him a C. Because he's a decent replacer. But he's never used. Like ever. He wasn't even used in his own score attack. So he's not very good. Narancia and Jorno's body was actually used a bit in his own score attack, but he was never used after that. So I'll give him top of C tier. This guy was never used even in his own score attack, so I'm gonna put him in D. Bruno and Abakio, WGR. I'll put them right above Abakio just because I think they're literally above Abakio. I'm not sure why Abakio is used way more than these guys. So, just remember, this one I'm actually not too sure of why they're not used as much as Abakio. So I'm just going to objectively put them higher because I think they're probably a little better. Joseph, I think I know what these guys do, but I also don't know if I do. So let me look at their pages. Enhances panels in a zigzag shape and then erases a horizontal line. That's, oh my god. Sorry about that. So, that's pretty okay. That's a decent replacing ability. And what does Caesar do? The final piece to our puzzle, boys. Replaces the upper panels with intensified panels and erases the lower area. That's pretty weird. That's honestly not that good. I'll put him right next to Joseph, but that's pretty gimmicky. I'm not really a big fan of that. So there we have it, boys. The final tier list that I've created. It's pretty sus. There are some things like I actually think I want to move this guy way away now. I think I want to get him as far away from B tier as I can. He's better than all these guys though. I think he's definitely like there. So this is my tier list. This is the that I actually ranked. I'm just gonna not look at the non-GR part. This is it. I think I was let me try to rearrange some of the, like, Voice Josuke is not used as much anymore. Voice Kakyoin needs to be definitely better than this guy. Anubis Paul, or no, Voice Malone is definitely above these guys as well. No, he's like, I'd say he's here. And Anubis Polynarf is probably here. Gacho probably here. And Voice Told Joseph maybe here. Yeah, that's pretty solid. I like that lineup. So, you know, obviously down here, they start to not matter as much. But like this, I'd say these tiers right here, these are my actual like rankings between characters. So I'm like, okay, these guys are actually super solid. And now, obviously, I'm being, not objective. I'm putting Diavolo up here for, the meme of my channel. I'm not actually saying Diavolo is the best character in the game, because he's not. If I had to put Diavolo objectively in the right spot, I'd say he's honestly probably. It's hard to say. With Jorno and Mista WGR, I'd say he's honestly top of A tier. I think he's definitely top 5 characters in the game right now. That's probably not correct though. Top 5 characters is probably Voice Fordero, Voice Risotto, Voice Kakyoin, Voice Malone, and then maybe Jorno Mista WGR. But he's definitely he's somewhere in A tier. He's definitely in here. I'd probably put him right here. That's probably my actual genuine rank of this guy. But I'm gonna put him in SS tier, just because Diablo's top tier. Well, anyways, this is the tier list, guys. It looks pretty scuffed in some parts, but I'm pretty happy with it. The lineup's pretty decent. So, thank you all so much for watching to the end of the video, and thank you guys so much for 100 subscribers. I can't believe that I actually hit that. It means so much to me, you guys. Thank you all so much for sticking with me and watching my videos. And as always, I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Hey guys, one more thing before you go. I actually completely forgot to make this announcement. I'd planned on it, but I actually had to record the tier list video in 2 parts. You might notice the cut somewhere in the video. And I forgot about having to make this announcement when I was recording the second half. But uh, I'm very excited to make this announcement. I'm nervous because I'm really excited to talk about it now, because I've been kind of keeping it a secret. But basically, what I'm going to be doing is I've reached 100 subscribers, and again, like I've said, that's mind-boggling to me. And I want to start trying something new. And what that is I'm going to try to start merging my channel into a more general gaming channel. Now, if you are here for Pitter Patter Pop content, please don't freak out. Don't be like, this is the end of me playing the game. It's still going to largely be the focus on my channel. I just want to also try to do other things and see how that works out. So if you follow me on the subreddit, you'll know I posted a poll a while back about how my viewers felt me moving into some more general games. And it was very positive. The reception was pretty positive. So that's basically all I wanted to say, is this big announcement. I'm going to be moving into some more general gaming content, so I hope you all look forward to that. I'm not sure what I'm going to be doing first. But I think I know what it's going to be. You guys are going to like it. Remember, stay safe out there, and as always, I'll see you in the next one.